oculoplasty happened to me by chance, or you can say by luck. Actually, after my ophthalmology, I always thought that I had to have some fellowship. So I went and opted for a cornea fellowship in LVPEI. But then there I saw that there were 150 plus candidates for just 3 seats. And the chance was really very bleak. And then there itself I heard about some branch called oculoplasty, where only 25 or 30 people would have opted for just 1 seat. So I thought, let's try for that also. Till lunch hour, all the interviews were conducted for plasty, which I never knew, but I was not called in. So one colleague of mine told, why don't you ask them and pressurize them to take your interview, which I did. And fortunately, Dr. Santosh Sonavar, who was the head, he again sat with the panel, and they conducted my interview, and everything went off well. At the end of the day, I was like going around in Hyderabad, so that I don't know whether I'll get the fellowship or not. And I got a call from the department saying I was selected in both cornea and oculoplasty. Now, cornea was my dream, but now when you get another choice also, you get confused. So I kept asking about what are the possibilities in plasty with all my seniors, and also Dr. Honavar and Dr. G. N. Rao. I met them personally. They all told me their pros and cons, but I was still confused. Then very funny thing happened was that at the night when I was taking my dinner in a small restaurant, I happened to meet Dr. Milind Naik. I don't know from where he appeared in, and he sat along with me and we had dinner together. And during that dinner time, he told me very good stories and many good things about oculoplasty. And it was something that he built up my interest in oculoplasty. The next day again I met Dr. Santosh Sonavar, and he gave many other lucrative things about plasty, the rarity of cases, the type of things which we can do in oncology, in plastics, in aesthetics, and type of new machinery which is coming in. So I was like totally brainwashed by these two guys. So I give the credit of my being in plasty to Dr. Milind Naik and to Dr. Santosh Sonavar. And also I would say that it was by chance, rather my sheer luck, that I was roped into plasty, and I'm very happy for that. To be successful, it's not only your effort. Everybody has to be passionate, hardworking, dedicated for his work. But I believe you have to be lucky enough to be in the right place at the right time. So when I was getting no job offers, when I was about to complete my fellowship, I came back to Punjab, asked for jobs. Nobody offered me job. They said, we don't have so much of work for oculoplasty. Then it happened that director of MGM Eye Institute, Dr. Deepshika, she saw me in LVPEI and she wanted me there, and she really pulled me out and she took me there. And out of those times, I presented my work, I published, and I represented in various conferences, so that my thing came up to North, and then my colleagues from North, they wanted me back. So my socialization, my presenting in conference, probably I say it was my success mantra. I was very socializing. So I would contact with so many other ophthalmologists of other branches. I would learn from oculoplastic conferences, but I would attend every cornea retina conference as well in my local area in Punjab, so that I meet my colleagues, I let them know what all I can do, and interact and create you can say a social circle, not only from the patient pool, but then they would refer me patients, and they will have a good friendship with me, and that socialization is very important. And also I believe a very great family support was important, because I had to travel a lot during the first 5 to 10 years of my career, and family has to be really supportive, because I was out of my house for more than 3 to 4 days in a week. So it was more than half a month that I would stay away. So family support is very important. So these all things fell in place, my socializing nature, my family support, my hard work, my being present in the conferences, presenting everything. I guess these few points helped me to become where I am. Regarding the pinching plasty, oculoplasty is a very adventurous branch. Every case which you do is something new. Even if you keep on doing lens surgeries, or if you keep on doing some tumor excisions, every time you have a different type of a shape, different type of a size, so everything is very much new. So there are a lot of varieties. It's not monotonous like doing the phaco every time. You have to be taking out the lens and putting a new lens, but it's not monotonous. You keep thinking, you keep innovating things. You are fresh every time you go in for surgeries. And also, the thing which keeps you moving is when the patient says that I have seen so many people, but nobody could do it, and you have done it. So that motivates you. Or your colleague mentioning you, यार ये काम हम नहीं करते, सिर्फ वो करता है या उसके पास चलेगा. So when they say, they put a good word for you, कि nobody else does it, you do it. So that is very, very exciting and motivating for you. I remember Dr. Daljit Singh from Punjab Ophthalmological Society. He once was delivering an oculoplastic lecture, and during his lecture he mentioned, I have been doing so many oculoplastic for so many years, but now I have stopped doing major cases. Whenever difficult case comes, I send it to Raman, and he does a better job than me. So that type of word actually is probably my finest reward I have ever got. A person of that stature giving me this, or like Dr. Amod Gupta from BGI once said, the way there is potato, आलू तो हर सब्जी नहीं होता है, हर सब्जी blend होता है. इस तरह से you are like an आलू तो हर specialty के साथ blend होता है. You have to be in complement with every specialty. So these type of things, when you become friend or team with your other colleagues, and you become like a part of everybody's institute. You are not on your own institute. I'm not running i-Plast only. Probably I am a plastic department for every institute or every hospital of this area. So that keeps you motivated, and everybody, your colleagues, everybody encourages you. We don't eat anybody's phaco, they don't eat my oculoplastic. It's like a synchronization very much. Key challenges were many. One was to be established as a pure plastic guy, then to get jobs. First of all, you don't get jobs. Then to compete with all others, not only ophthalmologists but also some other ENT people, neurosurgeons, general surgeons, plastic surgeons, and of course your ophthalmologist or pan-ophthalmologist who would do oculoplasty. And to create a niche for yourself, to get the good amount of money for the effort, the huge effort you put in for oculoplasty. So everything was very challenging. The most challenging was to make people aware of what oculoplasty is. I remember the first CME I conducted when I was in Amritsar, and a very senior guy, Dr. Rajveer Singh, he said, Raman, sab to pehla tu karega ki, what is oculoplasty? So that is the main question, because most of our ophthalmologists, probably even today, they don't know what oculoplasty is all about. What all do you do? So that was very important thing which I had to sort of tune them in. What all can I do? What all oculoplasty is all about? And then surviving in oculoplasty without cataracts, which is like bread and butter, was really difficult. It was a very big challenge for me. Then money. Nobody was ready to pay for DCRs, for entropion, for TOSAs, even for that matter. Orbit taught me. Even you see the ECHS, EGHS list, there's only 7,000 for an orbitotomy, whereas there is more than 8 or 10,000 for cataracts. So the money is very less. So all these challenges are there when you are about to go in for plasty. You have to fight with every point and every point of time. For my younger colleagues who want to venture into oculoplasty, I would like to say that it's a wonderful branch. It's very adventurous, but you should be very well determined to decide and go in for a plasty. Whenever you decide, before you decide, you should know about yourself, whether you are an institutional person or you want to go in a corporate sector or you want to do a private practice. If you are the first to institutional or corporate, nowadays there is a lot of awareness amongst the institutes, so you will be taken up easily and you will have a good life, good number of patients, good amount. Earlier it was difficult because nobody knew what plasty was all about. And if you want to be in a private practice, I would suggest you should be ready with your presentations, your pictures pre and post. Take the help of your mentors and your seniors, and with your documentation, so that you can go and present to your colleagues around in that area what all you can do, what all you can present with them, what all results you can give with them. Never try to compete with the seniors out there in that area. Be a team with them. They will be a good guiding force. Never compete with them in price. If they are charging a particular price, say about 40,000 for a surgery, do not try to bring down the price to 20. Charge a bit less, but not too less. Be a team with them. Do not take or eat away the phacos or cataracts of your referring colleagues. Never. Always send back the patients to your referring colleague so that they are sure with you, they have good rapport with you, and they will be more confident by seeing your results. Once they see a good result of yours, they will be very confident that yes, you can give the results. Never eat up. But yes, you should keep your phaco skills alive in case you are in a private practice, because down the line you may need your phaco skills to do your own phacos so as to get some good and easy money. Who doesn't like some easy money? So main thing is you have to be gelling with everybody. Be a team, be a complement, do not be a competitor in the field.